Every single YouTuber, it doesn't matter what they're making content on, has to deal with really bad comments and hot takes. And in today's video, I will be going over some of the hot takes that I have scrapped from the last months of videos. I feel like this would be something fun, and if you guys want to see more content like this in the future, let me know. To keep you guys from waiting, let's get straight into the first hot take. This was actually from a video I posted just a couple days ago that had to do with the 3 best businesses, properties to own for making money in the game. The number 1 position went to the Cayo Perico heist, buying the Kosatka. So let's see what this comment said. What the actual fork do you mean with the Kosatka? Cayo has been nerfed so much with the last few patches that I don't even recommend it to people for making money. It's just not worth it anymore. The Sparrow is the best part of that entire thing. Cayo would only be worth it now if someone learns how to hit the very tight timing window for the replay glitch perfectly every time. And with how tight that window has become sometime in late 2022, it's a pain in the butt. With the decreased payouts that also hit it with the last patch, it's even worse now. I mean, it's still better than the biker business or the bunker, I guess, but that's not saying much. If the heist wasn't so repetitive, then maybe I'd put it in a tie for 4th place with the arcade. But this way, meh. Not even in my top 5. 4th being arcade, 5th being acid lab. I don't even do jack with it. I have read a lot of bad takes in my comment section. This is probably the worst take I have ever read when it comes to money grinding in the game and the entire time I've been posting content. Maybe there's a worse one somewhere in my comment section that I haven't uncovered yet. I only went through about the past 6 months of videos, so I could probably scroll back to some of my older videos that are definitely more popular, and I might be able to pick some bad ones out there too. But this is definitely one of the worst hot takes I've seen in recent times. The Cayo Perico heist is the best way of making money in Grand Theft Auto Online. That is a statement. It's not an opinion, it is factual that if you want to make the most money in GTA, you are going to want to buy the Kosatka and perform the Cayo Perico heist. You can do the entire heist, all setups included, in about 40 to 50 minutes, and you will net $1 million. That is with adding in the startup cost of $100,000. You're still going to make around $1 million every single time you do the heist in about 40 to 50 minutes. Doing the agency Dr. Dre VIP mission is going to net you $1 million, and it's going to take you about an hour and 10 to 15 minutes to complete. That is 30 to 40 minutes longer than it should take you to do something like the Cayo Perico heist on average. So yeah, the second best money method is already way worse than the best. Who would have figured? And I should also mention that you can make an alt account, which is still part of your main account. You just swap characters on your GTA account, and if you own a Kosatka on the second account, you can then do the heist there right after you finish the main heist, because you don't have to wait for the cooldown then. Bank the money and it'll go to your main account. So you can earn about $2 million to $2.5 million, depending on what target you get, in about an hour and a half to an hour and 50 minutes. That is a really good chunk of money for a very little amount of time. That's without even adding in the passive income you can have running in the background. The Cayo Perico heist is the best way of making money in the game. Yes, it has been nerfed, and honestly, I'm glad it's been nerfed. I wish that Rockstar would patch the replay glitch. It's basically patched at this point. There is still a way to do it, but it's much more challenging, and for the most part, it's just not really worth it for a lot of people. You can just buy a modded account way cheaper. Either way, when it comes to earning money, the Cayo Perico heist is the best. Nerfs, anything that Rockstar does to it, as of right now, it is still the best. We'll have to see if that changes in the future, but yeah, definitely one of the worst hot takes I've read in a while. To be honest, I could probably spend the next 30 minutes ripping that comment apart and explaining every single reason why it's just wrong. You know, how he said the acid lab is better than the Cayo Perico heist, but that's besides the point. Let's break into the next hot take. The Speedo Custom can survive explosions. Even before the Oppressor Mark II was nerfed, it took 4 Oppressor missiles to blow it up. Been there, blasted several surprised griefers. It can run over its own mines at least once, not sure how many times. Alright, well this one's fairly easy to test. Manage vehicles will call out my own personal Speedo Custom, and you can see that I've just called it out, so I'm not cheating. I haven't thrown any explosions at it. So you said it can drive over its own mines at least once. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's test this out. I have dropped a proximity mine. I will now reverse over the proximity mine I have just dropped. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. I don't understand how people type these comments without even testing them before typing it. Like, that's the easiest thing to test in the world. The Speedo Custom has never, ever, ever been able to survive any explosions, unless you are doing a sale mission. If you have started a sale mission for your nightclub, then yes, it can survive upwards of like 3 to 4 explosions. However, if you are selling, or you're not selling, but you're just driving the Speedo Custom around as a normal player, the vehicle will never be able to survive any explosions. Whether it is one from an Oppressor Mark II, whether it is a landmine, it will always be blown up. This next comment is an especially spicy one, and the weird part is, a lot of people have been saying this. It's not just this person, and it's not an isolated incident. You see a lot of people saying this. So let me give you some context. A couple of months ago, I posted a video complaining that Rockstar is going to be releasing Grand Theft Auto 6 on consoles probably a year ahead of when they're going to release it for PC players. And this is really annoying because players like myself who own very expensive PCs don't want to then drop more money on a $500-$600 console to then have to purchase GTA. It's just annoying. You have to, yeah, it's just annoying. And this is the comment that I found in the comment section. If PC players, not all but enough, didn't mod and screw with the game, they would get it faster. I used to play GTA on PC, but once I got into online, I switched to console, so as not to have airplanes dropped on me, get locked in place, killed instantly. PC players did this to themselves. You see, there's a lot of arguments I could make to why that comment is absolute baloney, but I think the easiest way to just completely shut this down and prove how, again, people just don't think for themselves, in that video, I showcased how Grand Theft Auto 4 was released on console months, literally like 5-6 months before it was released on PC. And I should mention that Grand Theft Auto 4 did not have an online mode when it was first released. So why would Rockstar release it on console before PC if modders couldn't affect the answer? Well, it's very simple. It's because Rockstar makes more money on consoles. It's easier to optimize for consoles than it is for PC. This next comment is one of my favorites. A couple months ago, I made a video talking about the 3 worst businesses to own in Grand Theft Auto Online, and somewhere in that list I had the motorcycle club businesses, and this is what the comment reads. I completely disagree, because the motorcycle club business is still a greater business when you buy supplies. You can do other things to make the money back, and the hangar business is also great solo because you can make 3.9 million per 50 crates, but the first one is a bad business. I don't remember what the other business was, but the motorcycle club business, let's first of all tackle that one, is terrible, whether you knew or you are an experienced player. Why? Very, very simple. It takes a lot of time to do the sale missions. Let's say I get dodos, which are the planes, and you're going to get 3 dodos for a full motorcycle club sale mission. It's going to take you around 25 minutes to complete that sale mission. If you get trash mashers, 25 plus minutes. Post-op vans, 25 plus minutes. And even if you get some of the faster ones, like the motorcycles or the helicopters, it's still going to take you around 15-ish minutes to do the sale missions. At that point, if you're selling for businesses, let's say, because the only one that people always say not to do is document forgery. So let's say you're selling your weed, your coke, your meth, all the other ones, the counterfeit cash, and you're spending 15 minutes on average each sale mission. That means in total, you are spending about an hour to do all those sales. And the amount of money you're going to make is probably around maybe 1 million, 1.2 million. But you also got to subtract the $75,000, about 150 because you have to resupply each business twice. So you're probably actually netting about $600,000 when you sell all these properties, when you could have just done a single Cayo Perico heist and you would have made over 1 million. It's literally faster, it's easier, and for one time I would say it's actually more fun to do the Cayo Perico heist than to sit and drive post-op vans for 20 minutes. It's just not fun. So yeah, I really cannot recommend motorcycle club businesses. There's also the fact that if you ever register as a motorcycle club president while you have them running in the background and you want to call out your oppressor, guess what? You might just get raided and have to waste your time. Not even mentioning silent raids. So Motorcycle club businesses are a waste. I would highly recommend to not do them unless you want to have passive income to your nightclub, but you don't even need to leave them running, essentially. The other business we have is the hangar business, which I also talked about is really bad. The hangar business is just terrible because of how long it takes to accrue money. I think I did calculations, and you're earning about $400,000, $500,000 an hour because you can only source so many crates per minute. There's a 4-minute cooldown when you source the crate and bring it back to your warehouse, and if you source a different one, you're going to lose a bonus payment. Basically, just crates are not worth the time when it comes to hangar. You can do the math yourself. It's just a really bad business. You'll make more money doing other things like the agency, payphone hits. You'll make the same amount of money doing things like special cargo. It's just not worth the time. And we arrive at the final comment for today's video. This one is, funny enough, in the same comment section of the top 3 worst businesses in the game, having to do with air freight cargo. As it reads, 6 to 10 minutes to complete air-land sourcing. I don't know how you're doing it, but 3 minutes average for me. Alright, well, let's go to chemicals, let's do land, and let's see how long it takes me to get them. So let's go over to service and vehicles, Kosatka, call out my Sparrow. This is by far one of the fastest modes of transportation in the game. Now, land sources are definitely faster, so all we need to do is make our way over to Richmond, which is pretty far, but doesn't seem incredibly far away. So we're gonna go fly our Sparrow over there. You can see that we have a timer in the bottom corner of the map, so I can't fake how long it's gonna take me to complete this. Alright, we have made it over to our destination. All we're going to do now is just pull our chute, and let's see. So that's already been about a minute and a half to get here. Looks like we are making our way over to this destination. We got to search the area for the generator. Alright, well this is a pretty easy one to do. We're just going to head right over here, and then we just gotta, if I'm not mistaken, like shoot the generator. I don't think it's this box. Yeah, it's this. Okay. Oh, is there somebody that's... No, okay. Just gotta shoot this. There you go. We have opened the shutter door. Now all we have to do is take the item, which is right here. Okay, that was pretty easy. Now we're gonna go to SecuraSurf CEO, CEO Vehicles. We're gonna go call out a Buzzard, because that's a pretty fast aircraft. Spawned outside. Alright, let me go grab my Buzzard really quick. Alright, we've entered our Buzzard. It has been 2 minutes and 30 seconds at this point. Now we have to get back to our hangar. This is gonna be pretty easy, just another probably minute flight there. Alright, we are nearing our destination. All we need to do is lower the Buzzard and bring it into the hangar, which is pretty easy. We're just gonna smack it right on the ground, and done. Okay, well, wait, let me bring it back. Apparently the game didn't register that. There we go. Okay, done. There you have it. So we completed the mission, and it took me about 4 minutes to do so. Alright, that's pretty quick, you might say. That's pretty on line with what the guy said. Except you're forgetting one thing, and that is the fact that there is a cooldown before you can source the cargo once again. So when we make our way inside the warehouse, and we head over here, and we sit down, you're going to notice that we're going to hop onto the computer, and source. Look at that, we have to wait an additional 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There is no way in any humankind that you are finishing these missions faster than they're even possible to do the cooldown. Like, I don't know what else to say. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my video, breaking into the hottest takes I've seen in my comment section. If you'd like to see more like this in the future, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. And, yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.